I'm a talker, so I'll save some time for Jim this morning. So instead, I made a little picture board so you guys can see some of the stuff that we did do. Unfortunately, you'll have to use your imagination when you hear our stories, when you sit down and ask these guys questions, because I didn't get a ton of photos. We just decided, Jason and I decided that if it distracted me from being able to participate with the group, that we weren't going to bring the camera with. And so I did bring the camera with on a few select times, but outside of that, I did get a ton of pictures. So some pictures of the amusement park and the splash pad, and a little bit of the community, like the church building that we stayed at, which isn't where they actually had our church service, because they had outgrown that space, so that building was now being used for other ministries, like the Girls 180 group and other children's ministries. If you would, the coordinator of our trip, Jennifer, and her twin sister, they were very involved in the children's ministry, so we got to see a lot of that side. And just to see a little bit of the adult side, we did help with Weightless Anchor, which is a prostitution ministry, and we got to see Jade and Kim's church building, which is just a story in itself. But anyway, there's a building that they've purchased and now have had to sell to another organization due to community conflicts. Anyway, their plan is to get this church called Full Church off the ground. And so that was really interesting because, when we build a church, we think about having enough classrooms, having a place to meet, having a big enough sanctuary where we're going to put everybody. And their purpose of this building is solely built on relationships. And we call it Dungeon. They have a vision to restore that and use that for a recording studio for hip hop. And then they have an upper balcony that they are restoring and going to use that for an art ministry. So it's just interesting to see how, what our perspective is on meeting the needs of people here and how it changes when you go to different communities. So having said that, just thank you everyone who was praying for us and supported us on this trip, because like Alicia said, it was a long drive, but once we got there, it was definitely well worth it.
We also have a lot of